Hello there. Today we are going to build our this agent. Our agent will have RAG retrieval tool. So in previous video we actually built the ingestions pipeline where we create the embeddings of our document and store it in a FAS database. So it is the FAS database. It has index.fas and index.pickle. It will ask some questions about the documents that we have saved in our vector database. Our agent will call the RAG retrieval tool and retrieve the chunks from that database, and on the basis of that chunk it will generate the answer. Let me just explain you how the documents are stored in our database. Previously we have created the different chunks. For example, it is our database and it has one chunk that is hello, how are you, and we created the embeddings and we store the embeddings and chunk in database. Similarly, we have second chunk and third chunk. So in our database, we have stored actual text and its embeddings. So whenever user will ask some question like what is my name, our embeddings model first of all convert it into embeddings and match this embeddings with these chunks. We are saying this embeddings is matched with this embeddings and maybe this embeddings. So it will retrieve these two chunks, for example. So it will retrieve my name is Ali and AI is awesome. So we'll pass this query like what is my name, these two chunks to our LLM. So on the basis of this question and these two chunks, our LLM will generate the final answer. So what basically happened, we retrieve RAG mean Retrieval-Augmented Generation. So we retrieve the chunk, so LLM will augment it, means modify the answer on the basis of chunks and question and generate the final answer. So it is the meaning of RAG. It is another picture. So we store the documents in vector database. User will ask some questions and we retrieve the chunks and we pass the chunks and this user query to the LLM and LLM will generate the response. Let me explain another point. So some databases may only store the embeddings and ID of this chunk. They may not store the whole text. They may store the ID. So on the basis of that ID, it may return those chunks. Okay, now let's do the code. So it is the app.py we previously built and it is our langgraph app.py. Here I will import some mandatory libraries. Let me just copy and paste here. I import tool node, Olama embeddings. So we'll generate the embeddings of user question and we import the FAS. And similarly, let me just copy and paste here. Here we'll use the same embedding model that we previously used in our ingestions pipeline. So it was our ingestions pipeline. So embedding model is same. And we are loading our database. Its name is FASDB. So it is the FASDB. And it is our LLM. Now we have to create the tool. Let me just copy and paste here. So here I'm saying our tool is RAG Retrieval. We'll do the similarity search and we'll return top 3 chunks. Here we have only just one tool, that is RAG Retrieval. So we created the list that is tools and we add RAG Retrieval. So later on we'll add maybe Google search tool and we'll add the tool that will schedule our meeting like Google calendars and different other tools. We'll see those things later on. So after that I will need to bind these tools with our LLM. I will simply say dot bind tools and will pass the tools. This one. It is our agent state and it is the assistant node. I will replace this node with our latest code. So it is our new node. Its name is agent node and we are invoking our LLM and we pass the state messages, whole state. And it is our should continue function. It will basically check the last message. So if last message from the LLM is tool call, it will return this string tool call otherwise it will return end. And we need to update this graph builder also. So let me copy and paste the code here. It is our graph builder. We have first node, its name is agent. We have added another node, its name is tools. Our starting point is our agent node, and after the agent we are saying you have to come to should continue. So if should continue return tool call, we need to go to tool node, otherwise we need to do the end. And then we are saying graph builder dot add edge tools to agent. So this one. So from tools to agent, it is the edge. Let me just save it, and then we'll come to this chainlit app.py, and from langgraph app we import my graph, not the graph. So it is the name my graph. And we need to update this cl.onMessage decorator. Let me just copy, and I will replace this with our updated code. So I paste the updated code here. Let me just save it. I will explain this code in a while. So it is the whole updated file. You may take the screenshot. And similarly, our langgraph updated code is this one. And our app.py code is this one. So after saving the file, let me just run our agent. Ubicorn app, host is 000 and port is 8000. So let me ask a question like, what do you know about Novatech? So it is calling the tool RAG Retrieval. We're using Ollama QN 2.5 and it is very slow basically. And now it is giving the response. It generated the answer, but the model was too slow, to be honest. So it called this RAG. So we printed the RAG here. Let me just show you this one. Now let's see what is going on in cl.onMessage decorator. First of all, we have created scene tool call. It is a set basically. We know that we are invoking our graph by using graph.aStream, means we are doing the streaming, and tool calls appearing multiple times when we'll do the streaming. Like in UI, we don't want to print like I am calling RAG retrieval, then it will again print I am calling RAG retrieval, then it again print I am calling RAG retrieval. So instead of printing multiple times, it will print just one time I am calling RAG retrieval tool. So then we'll say if there is no tool call, then we'll continue. Otherwise we'll saying calling tool name. And if metadata.get langgraph node is not equal to agent, then we'll continue. Means we don't want to print the messages that we'll get from the tools. So here we are basically filtering our messages that we want to print on the UI. So finally, when we'll get the response from langgraph node, then we'll print the content. That's it. If content is string, then we'll stream the token. If the content will be the list, then we'll print it this way. We are using Ollama model, that is QN 2.5, and Ollama's model are too slow basically. In next video, maybe we'll use OpenAI's model like GPT-4 mini. So it will be too fast. This time we have added just one tool, that is RAG retrieval tool. In next video we'll add another tools like Google search tool and Google calendar tool that will automatically schedule our meeting, and maybe in another video we'll add another tool like Google Gmail tool that will read our Gmail and will send the Gmail to a specific person. So we'll add different tools. And that's it guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.